What's up, guys? Welcome to Comic Chronicles. Nightwing is one of the most popular heroes in DC Comics. He was the first Robin, and alongside Batman, they form the dynamic duo. Nightwing currently protects the city of Bloodhaven, but whenever Gotham is engulfed in chaos, and even Batman and the rest of the Bat family can't handle it, Nightwing shows up to help. Beyond those moments when Gotham is overrun by a villain, Dick Grayson is also vital to the members of the Bat family. After Batman and Alfred, Grayson is the most important to the others. That's what today's story is all about. So, don't forget to hit that like button on the video and comment below. Do you want to see more full stories of Nightwing here on the channel? Write it in the comments, and depending on the response, we'll prepare the continuation of this video. Now, without further ado, let's jump into another complete story called Nightwing, Fear State. Part 1, Fear State. Looking over the city from above, Dick wonders how he's supposed to prepare to battle an entire system of corruption and save the whole place, because now that he's gone public promising to transform the city, Bloodhaven is his responsibility. By the way, to keep you in the loop about all the context and what happened before this story, I'll leave a card for part 1 of this video popping up on your screen. Just click it, and you'll be directed to the video after finishing this one. While he reflects on this, Nightwing picks up a noise from his communicator with Oracle and tries to warn her that her signal is glitchy, until he realizes it's actually an encrypted audio message with a coded pattern, asking him to meet at Park Row in Gotham at midnight and not to respond to the message, as the communication channel might be compromised. Hearing this, he leaves his little pup Bitewing with a neighbor and heads to Gotham to figure out what's going on. Arriving in Gotham, Nightwing sees the city overrun by a militarized private police force, controlled by the magistrate, who is ruling the city through fear. Armed drones and soldiers are everywhere, making it difficult for vigilantes to move through the city without being spotted, especially since a curfew has been ordered during the night. Just to set the scene for when this story takes place, we're in the Fear State saga, which covered all the Bat family comics. Here, we're focusing only on what happened in Nightwing's comic, but for those who haven't read or heard of this saga, basically, Fear State derives its name from a paper written by Jonathan Crane while attending Gotham University. The paper outlined the benefits of a fear-ridden society and major catastrophes, claiming they eventually lead to inevitable societal and human evolution. The primary plot revolves around Scarecrow and Simon Saint using each other's resources to attempt to gain full control of Gotham City through fear. We'll soon bring a complete video about this saga, and as soon as it's released, it'll pop up in a card at the top of your screen. Just click it, and the video will start as soon as you finish this one. So, back to Nightwing. When Nightwing arrives at Park Row, also known as Crime Alley, he realizes the message he received was a trap, as he is immediately surrounded by drones and police. He thinks he has no way out this time, until he sees a bat-shaped shadow approaching and attacking the police force. The dynamic duo is in action. Batman and Nightwing try to find a way to escape, quickly breaking into a house and heading for the sewers. Dick asks Batman why he didn't call him, since the situation in the city was so bad. Batman replies that he has an entire city to take care of in Bloodhaven, where he's been doing a good job. Even so, Dick offers to help, so while Batman tracks Scarecrow, Dick heads to meet Barbara at the clock tower because someone is using the network she created to spread fear and lies in Gotham. But first, Dick thanks Bruce for saving his life earlier. Bruce then says he saw his parents die in that alley, and he wouldn't let the same thing happen to his son. At the clock tower, Barbara is shocked to learn that Dick was almost killed because of a message sent by someone controlling her system. This pushes her to realize this fight is hers and she can't do it remotely, so she puts on her Batgirl uniform to go after whoever is threatening her friends, family, and city. Then Oracle announces to the entire Bat family and Justice League members that her network has been compromised and they should not trust any messages from her because a woman known as the Seer is impersonating her. As she makes the announcement, a hologram of the Seer appears to taunt Barbara, stating that any attempt to stop her will be useless. Barbara ignores her and starts smashing her computer and equipment so the Seer can't access the tower anymore. However, since she has access to Oracle's network, she still has access to all the cameras in the city. Because of this, Nightwing and Batgirl head to Oraculo 2, a backup of Oracle's network, which they need to destroy to prevent anyone else from accessing it. Tim Drake is also on his way to help. Upon arriving at the location, the seer had already predicted their actions and disguised herself as the leader of the magistrate to order guards to stand watch in front of the access point. To get past the guards, Nightwing throws a smoke bomb, and both heroes take them down one by one using the infrared lenses of their masks to see the way. But as soon as they manage to get inside, the gate closes, and they are exposed to fear gas, causing Barbara to panic, thinking Dick has just been shot dead. Tim finds the two and helps them put on gas masks to get back to normal. When Barbara realizes Dick is alive, she gets emotional and rushes towards him to kiss him. Returning to the mission, Barbara hacks the seer's camera and discovers her location at the Airbase 01 of the magistrate. As retaliation, the seer threatens to blow up the clock tower where the Batgirls are, thanks to a fake message she sent them as a trap. Barbara, Dick, and Tim try to run to the location, but it's too late. A massive explosion hits the area. In shock, the three arrive at the scene and sift through the rubble to try and find the Batgirls until Barbara receives a radio call from them and learns they're okay and weren't hit by the explosion because they were outside, fleeing from the magistrate when it happened. When they see the Batgirls in person, everyone explains what happened and that now they need to find a way to infiltrate Airbase 01 to take down the Seer and Simon Saint. They plan to attack the magistrate's soldiers to grab their suits with flight modules to fly to the base. But as soon as they reach the ship, they are met by the Seer's hologram, warning them that she expected them and alerted the magistrate's soldiers. Strategically, Nightwing tells the whole team to take off their helmets so they can identify who's a friend or an enemy to attack. As a counterattack, the Seer starts a countdown to bring down the ship. The guards begin to evacuate, but before the vigilantes can leave, the villain warns them that there are kids on the ship, thanks to wealthy Gothams who think their kids would be safe under Saint's care. When they find the children, part of the team ensures their evacuation to safety while Oracle and Nightwing head to the command center to find the Seer. However, upon arriving, they only find a USB drive belonging to the villain. Not all is lost. Taking advantage of being at the command center, the pair decides to hack and destroy the headquarters, directing the ship to be crashed into the Gotham harbor. Once on land, seeing the fallen ship, the question remains, who is the Seer? She knows too much, and Oracle is determined to find her. At the end of the story, we discover that the Seer was disguised among the children. And that's where the Fear State saga ends in Nightwing's comic, because the main plot of the saga concludes in Batman's comic, where the Bat shows Gotham free from Scarecrow, Simon Saint, and the Magistrate. Part 2, Blood Brothers. A phone rings to inform someone that Lineker has left his mansion, and this is the chance to get him. At the mansion, Lineker is escorted by security to the car that will take him to a safer location, but the car is intercepted by Red Hood, who kills Lineker and the guards. Before dying, one of the guards warns Jason that he doesn't know the damage he just caused, as Lineker was being escorted as an informant in a case, and the guards were FBI agents. Barbara and Dick watch everything on a recording and contemplate what to do in this situation. Flashing back to the past, Alfred calls Dick at Titan's Tower, asking him to come to Wayne Manor. Dick questions this since Bruce had fired him and they hadn't spoken, but it was Alfred calling him while Bruce was out of town. Jason was the new Robin and was struggling to live in Dick's shadow as the perfect Robin because Bruce always compared the two. So, Alfred wanted them to talk. Dick soon began acting like Jason's older brother, asking him to put on the suit, and he also suited up. The two took the Batmobile to patrol together. Jason thought it was awesome, as he wasn't hearing criticisms all the time, and Dick was teaching him the importance of being Robin to Batman in a way that Batman himself could never teach. The two quickly encounter an injured man, run to help him, and the man says that whoever attacked him took his son. They head off to rescue the child, toward the alley the man indicated, and when they find him, they take him down and calm the child, but Jason loses control and starts beating the perpetrator. Dick stops him from continuing, and the two leave as the police arrive. While in the Batmobile, they discuss what happened, and Dick explains to Jason that even though he wants to hurt people like that who wronged him when he was younger, he has to deal with it, control himself, and be better than those people. Alfred smiles, watching the two get along so well as they return to the mansion. In present time, Dick meets Jason after what happened, and Jason says he was set up, it wasn't him in the recordings. Dick believes him since he knows Jason would speak up if it were him. They then start investigating what might have happened. They go back to the crime scene to try to find the bullet that shot at the imposter Red Hood. Dick searches the street while Jason checks the sewers to avoid being seen again at the crime scene. It was raining the day, so as expected, the rain pushed the bullet into the sewer, and Jason ends up finding it. When they analyze the bullet in the Batcave's lab, Dick discovers residue of mud, just as he suspected. Clayface becomes his main suspect. Jason says another reason like that for him not to have been the shooter is that he's stopped using guns and now just uses a crowbar. Inspired by Batman, who dresses as a bat to confront his own fear. Hearing this, Dick cracks a joke, saying that then Jason should dress as a crowbar or strike a pose imitating one. While they chat, Oracle contacts them to report that the supposed Red Hood was seen again at one of Lineker's restaurants. Like old times, the two borrow the Batmobile and head to the location. When they arrive, they see the imposter shooting up the restaurant and run him over, revealing that the imposter really is Clayface. Quickly, Preston Payne morphs into Batman to appeal to their emotional side, but that's not what's going to stop them. Yes, folks, this Clayface here isn't Basil Karlo or Matt Hagen, who are the most well-known, but Preston Payne. Jason freezes Clayface, leaving only his head unfrozen so they can interrogate him. Not wanting to turn into a popsicle for the rest of his life, Clayface spills that Wolfgang Bilsma hired him, but now he's probably far away on a private jet heading to the Maldives. Upon hearing that name, Jason gets furious and smashes Clayface into pieces. Dick is shocked, but Jason explains that thanks to Wolfgang, many people got hurt. That's how he saw his mother have an overdose when he was a child. Nightwing warns Oracle about the private jet heading to the Maldives and asks her to stop the takeoff to give them time to reach the airport in the Batmobile, which this time, Dick let Jason drive. Wolfgang grows irritated with the delay of the takeoff and realizes something's wrong. He then forces the pilot to take off, but the runway is blocked. The vigilantes arrive in the Batmobile, and Jason floors it straight toward the plane, destroying the landing gear, causing the nose of the aircraft to hit the ground and catch fire. Wolfgang exits the plane firing, but Red Hood quickly takes him down, hitting him multiple times with the crowbar. Nightwing tries to stop him from crossing the line, but manages to do so only when he calls out to him as Robin. Immediately, Jason halts and leaves Wolfgang to the police. While Wolfgang is being arrested, Jason admits that it feels better to see justice being served and the power and freedom being taken from the wrongdoers. Dick reminds Jason that he hit Wolfgang with the crowbar, but Jason jokes, asking if Nightwing's sticks are padded by any chance. The two drive off in the Batmobile, which is completely wrecked, wondering when Bruce will notice the car's condition. But of course, they don't need to admit openly what they've done. After all, brothers should keep secrets from one another. Part 3, The Bats of Christmas Past. It's Christmas Eve, and the people in Bloodhaven are at B-Mart, scrambling to buy last-minute gifts. Two women start fighting over a video game until one pulls a knife, prompting Nightwing to appear and intervene. The hero is lacking in Christmas spirit, knowing that both he and the paramedics will have a lot of work today. Besides, he feels this holiday isn't the same without Alfred, who, for those who might not remember, had his life taken by Bane during the time Bane dominated Gotham City. Some henchmen of Scarecrow decided to invade Bloodhaven and could cause significant chaos with fear gas on this night of tension. Fortunately, Nightwing received an alert that this would happen and was prepared. As the henchmen invade the B-Mart and start releasing the fear gas, Nightwing activates the fire sprinklers to mitigate the effects of the gas. While the hero chases the henchmen, he receives a call from Oracle, asking where he is and why he hasn't arrived for Christmas dinner yet. Barbara tells him he shouldn't be working on Christmas Eve, but Dick argues that Scarecrow's henchmen didn't respect the holiday either. Then Barbara makes Dick promise he'll hit the road and come to Gotham, or the Bat family will come to retrieve him forcefully. Seeing one of the henchmen jump into a truck heading toward Gotham, he climbs on top of the truck and promises Barbara that he'll make it to dinner. Dick manages to take down the driver and takes control of the fear gas-laden truck, driving it to the old Wayne Manor to analyze the gas compound with analog equipment so Barbara won't be able to trace his movements or figure out what he's doing. As he completes the analysis, he hears a noise in the mansion and goes to check if it's some teenager trying to break in or if he's being followed by one of Scarecrow's henchmen. To his surprise, he is hit by someone who looks like Barbara dressed as Batgirl, but it's the spirit of Christmas past showing Dick what his choices have already done to his and his friend's Christmas. Dick thinks this could be happening because he inhaled fear gas, but he follows the spirit to a past Christmas in Titan's Tower, where Starfire and Cyborg tried to get Dick to come out of his room and celebrate Christmas with them. But Dick is too upset to celebrate because neither Bruce nor Alfred called him to wish him happy holidays. He thinks they don't care. What Dick didn't know was that Jason had gone to visit him at the tower but lacked the courage to go inside since he didn't see him at the party through the window, and he waited outside. Meanwhile, Bruce and Alfred didn't call because they were worried about Jason, who had gone missing. Back at Wayne Manor, Scarecrow's henchmen have invaded and are looking for Nightwing, spreading more gas everywhere. When Dick escapes to the roof, he encounters the spirit of Christmas present in the form of Stephanie Brown. Batgirl takes him for a moment into the present Christmas, where everyone is waiting for Dick to kick off the celebrations. Having inhaled a significant amount of gas, he's not feeling well and ends up back at Wayne Manor, where he continues to be attacked by Scarecrow's henchmen. Trying to escape, this time Dick meets Cass, who shows him a chaotic future where the city is ablaze, and no one from the Bat family is celebrating Christmas anymore because it's on this date that Dick ends up dying while confronting Scarecrow's henchmen, who return every year. Dick is in shock and realizes he can't let his family suffer another loss, but he also can't leave the city in fear. Not knowing what to do, he hears a noise, and everything is resolved. The henchmen are captured, and Cassandra Cain left a message for Nightwing on the wall: "Merry Christmas, Nightwing. With love, Secret Santa." He leaves the henchmen for the police and drives towards the party in Gotham, where everyone awaits him. He thanks Cass for the gift and initially finds it strange that the party doesn't smell like Alfred's cooking. But over time, they'll create new traditions, and someday, Dick will tell Alfred everything. Guys, this Nightwing comic has some interesting moments, but the fact that it contains tie-in stories from the Batman's Fear State saga mostly makes this Nightwing comic not as compelling as the previous one. Because to fully understand this saga, you need to read stories from the other Bat family comics, along with Batman's own. Still, it's worth it when you reach Nightwing 2021 Annual because the relationship built here between Dick Grayson and Jason Todd was excellent. The brotherly bond they created since Jason became Robin is intriguing, and it's something that's not frequently explored in the comics. There are a few stories in this theme, but they are limited when you think about it. Also, the cover for this story became quite well known recently due to it being used in the announcements and news about the upcoming animated film dynamic duo from DC Studios, focused on the Robins Dick Grayson and Jason Todd. Still commenting on this Nightwing and Red Hood comic, it's really cool to see Dick Grayson's significance in the lives of each Bat family member. Originally, Dick Grayson appeared in comics not just to be Batman's sidekick but also to bring light into the life of the Dark Knight. In fact, in the comics, Batman became a lighter character after Grayson arrived, so he has a significant importance in Batman's life. But it doesn't stop there, as Richard Grayson is also crucial in the lives of the other Robins. Each one sees him as the model and the best Robin Batman ever had. Even Damian Wayne, who has a much more intense temperament, respects Grayson because he was Batman when Damian became Robin. So he truly is a character of utmost importance to the entire Bat family. The final story in this comic is fascinating because it takes place during Christmas and also brings a bit of the family bond that the Bat family members share. It's a good story, but the standout moment in this comic is undoubtedly the story of Nightwing and Red Hood. Have you read this Nightwing comic? What was your favorite moment in this story? Do you want to see more videos about Nightwing here on the channel? Write in the comments because I'm going to read each one, and if there's a response indicating a desire for more Nightwing videos, I'll bring the next installment of this video along with upcoming stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. It's really important for you to be subscribed with notifications turned on, so as soon as there are more videos about Nightwing or other DC heroes, you'll be notified and could be one of the first to watch. Thank you so much for being here. See you next time. Peace out.